can see Superman. Superman is in the house. So nice to see a few of my friends here, Stein, and hey, Rian is also here, and Ocker. Nice to see Ocker. Belinda, Sonia, Lorraine, Joan, Eugene. That's all the family. It's here. So some of you might know what we're going to talk about today, and you might have read it. Bernard, nice to have you, Bernard. Rian. Okay, so a good few people. We are live streaming as well. Just want to double check that. Okay, so live streaming, good. Okay, so who's ready for 2022? Let me know in the chat box. Hi, everyone. Let me know who's looking forward to 2022. You can just pop me in the chat box. Who's excited? I see Belinda says whoop, whoop. And Sonia says whoop, whoop. Stein is absolutely now. Yes, Stein, is so amazing to have you here on this beautiful day. Are you also resting or are you preparing for 2022? Now, Stein, I know, is like next level. So, and Belinda is also next level. So I'm going to talk about not only the 5 secrets and that I've learned from my friend, but also the 7 empowerment steps. Now, some of you might have read the Let It Be Easy from Tolly Burkan. Tolly Burkan is the guy that had a big impact on my life. And I love his philosophy and what he stands for. Sharon says, can't come quickly enough. No, Sharon, come on. You must first enjoy it today as well. 2021 is still here, but yes, we need to prepare for tomorrow. The better prepared we are, the better we can take it on. So while we're doing that, I just want to see if I can get my camera a little bit better than the one that I have on now, so that it's a little bit more clear. So if I can quickly do that, okay, let's quickly check. Okay, build in microphone. That is much better. Don't you all agree? My skin is so soft and beautiful. Looking forward to that. So fortune favors the prepared. Definitely. I think that is one thing that is about to happen. Now, guys, we're going to rock 2022. Okay. But to do that, it all depends on what we're doing today. And yeah, can't come quickly enough. I'm ready. Yeah, so guys, just let me know where you're from. Let me get the thing going. I'm going to also share a little bit about you, that what is coming 6 to 12 December, the #1 week away of your life. Now, let me get my PowerPoint slide right and share a little bit with all of you. Okay. Now, it's so nice to see that there's a few of my friends here that just recently did a 7-day week with me in the bush, and then life-changing experience. And it's so nice to see their support in this today. Diane says he's all the way from Bloemfontein. Diane, I believe you're a virtual assistant, so that is good. I see Taryn is also here. So for those who don't know, Dan is on my team as well as Taryn. So welcome for your support. And for those who are on Facebook, welcome. Let's talk a little bit about today. Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm Kobus Visser overseas. Quickly let me know in the chat box, do you know who I am? If so, great, that is amazing. And if you have never heard of me and this is your first time, please let me know in the chat box. I would love to know who knows me. Who knows who I am? Diane says the Phoenix. Yes, let's rise like the Phoenix from the ashes. So please let me know. So before I start, so I need to know how much I need to share about me. How many of you don't know who Kobus Visser is? Kobus with a C, by the way. Okay, so let me wait a little bit. Belinda says, Superman. Belinda, you are amazing. You must send Tara a hug. Don't know you personally, but love your persona and what you stand for and what you are doing for humanity. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. That is so good feedback to know. Okay. Know you very well. Yes, Rian knows me well. Good to know. Okay, so don't know you personally. Good. So let's see who else is saying something. Okay, so while we do that, okay. So this year was to raise the standard, and I believe I did raise the standard for 2021. And crush it was 2020, live without regret 2019, whatever it takes 2018. I think it's now time to think about what is your slogan for 2022. What is that one thing? So if you know what your next year's 2022 slogan is going to be, let me know in the chat box. an amazing, determined, kind-hearted person, one amazing individual that makes an impact and inspire. Wow, Sonia, I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot that, Sonia. That is powerfully said. Well, thank you for that. You know, that is now, that is something that I can use. Okay. Sharon says, pray, adapt, evolve, refresh, repeat. Beautifully said. Someone just sent me privately, reignite, reconnect, and re-inspire. Great stuff. Take back control of 2022. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm busy now in my process. What there's a few things I'm thinking back about, but I will let everyone know soon what is my 2022 slogan. But you know, every year I get these slogans, and then I do the utmost, whatever it takes to live by them. So raise the standard was this year. Belinda, fire up. I love that. Beautiful. You know, let's fire up 2022. Now, 2021 was a big challenge for me as well, inspiring ordinary people to live the extraordinary life they deserve. Yeah, I think that is it. You know, it's stepping up. It's flying again. You know, as you know, live without regret. There's one thing. I've lost a few friends this past few months, and that made me reflect about you know, 2021, but also empowered me even more, you know, for 2022. That is that, you know, there's so many things that I want to do. And recently one of my friends, the Phoenix, she passed away, and a last video that she sent out was, remember to relook at your bucket list. Do you still have a bucket list? Now, I don't know if you've watched that movie as well, by Jack Nicholson and I forgot his name now, but they did a movie about the bucket list. And I think, you know, do you have a bucket list? Have you re-looked at your bucket list? And isn't it time to relook at that? You know, because the thing is, we have so many excuses of not why we should do it. And I think it's to get to that point of not having excuses anymore, not blaming any people anymore. I see Stein says, step up, raise your standard, and break through whatever is holding you back to more of your true self. And I think, you know, for me, it's about stepping it up and stepping up my game. Recently, I did a team strategy session for a weekend. Now, I did the same thing for a company in 2019. And in 2019, I was with two other speakers. Now, I'm not going to mention their name because they are top of their game. You know, they charge about 50,000 Rand an hour to be with companies. And funny enough, you know, they called me to come back. And I asked them why. And they said, out of all of the free speakers, I'm the one they still remember. I'm the one that had an impact on them still 3 years later. And wow, that was, you know, sometimes we question ourselves. Are we growing? Are we adapting? Are we good enough? And that just was just so good to hear that I actually can be playing with the big dogs. I'm bringing something to the table as well. I'm also having an impact. And it was so amazing to hear that, you know, to give you an idea, you know, I did a firewalk for them in 2019. This time I didn't even do a firewalk for them. I hardly did any of my tools. And they said this time the impact was even bigger than the one in 2019. So, you know, for Stein that also does firewalking, you know, sometimes we think, you know, this is the ultimate, but sometimes it's about reconnection and reconnecting with yourself and taking someone inside and have them experience that and have that wow experience. And we all can have that. And nice to see you as well, Amanda. Now, you know, dreams can come true. What is your ultimate dream and goals for 2022? Have you sit down and reflect on it? Now, Stein Rousseau, that is on here, is one of the top guys that helps you to achieve goals. And that's also one thing that I love. And that's, you know, connection that we had is that it's about setting your goals. What is it you want? It's not about just dreaming about it anymore, but it's writing it down. Now, Harvard has done a study that with the MBA student, the 3% that write down their goals achieve 10 times more than the 97% combined. And that is the power of writing down your goals. So have you sit down and plan? Because it doesn't help you to wait until the 1st of January to start preparing what is it you want in a year's time. One of my clients now recently, you know, they did an average of 20 deals a month. Now they do a certain deal that is quite big for them, but they do about 20. And we set out a goal for 40, double of what they were doing. You know, in your mind, it seems impossible, but they wrote down their goals. And exactly about 2 months later, after implementing the strategies, that consistent action on a daily basis, they reached their 40. And it looks like this month they're going to reach their 40 as well. 2 months in a row, where previously the highest they could average was 20. The power of writing down your goals, knowing what is it you want and focusing on it. And that is what it's about, is stepping up and knowing what you want. And this is just a story. This was the biggest audience. I exactly a year before that set myself a goal that I want to start aiming at bigger audience. And exactly a year later, I was in front of my biggest audience. I also made them all walk over broken glass, just to give you an example. And just a month or two after that, I did my second biggest audience, over 10,000 people in my second biggest audience. So I just want to say, wherever you are, whatever goal you set, you can achieve. Stein says it is a continuous journey. We have to continuously step up, working to recreate ourselves and be a better version of ourselves every day. And this is where I challenge people and companies, just to give you an idea. If you are in a company, that team building doesn't work. Team building does not work. It's a more of a fun fest, but it does not work. But transformation works. Transforming the person, making a person a better person, allows the environment to change. Now, most of you probably that have known me and have heard this story, and why I keep on sharing the story, it's not about my physical challenges, it's about the challenges we all face. Now, it might be COVID, it might be finance, it might be all of that. But all that I want to say to you, if you have a focus and a dream to focus on and you push through, that the impossible can become possible. A few years ago, I woke up, if you look at the pictures, I actually took a photo of both my ankles. I posted that down the Facebook. Oh, I can't walk. But never I knew at that moment that a week later, I would still not be able to. A few months later, I will still be bedridden. A few months later, I had to go into a wheelchair still to motivate people. I still had to dig deep to be able to motivate people. And that led to changing my goals. I set myself a goal so big that it seemed impossible to achieve. Now, I was still in a wheelchair when I set this goal, and that goal was to climb Kilimanjaro. And usually when I ask this in the audience, I was like, how many of you would love to climb Kilimanjaro? And hardly, maybe one or two hands would go up. And then I would ask, how many of you don't want to climb Kili? And guess what? Almost everyone puts up their hand. Now, guess I was one of those. I also put up my hand. I don't want to climb Kili. And yet, I set myself that goal. So sometimes we have to do the things that we don't want to do to be able to achieve the things that we think is impossible to achieve. And I pushed myself through. No matter what challenges, where you find yourself at the moment, it might seem dire, it might seem challenging. But the thing is, if you do the daily consistent action and you write down your goals, you will work, you become the person. It's like, if you plant a seed in the soil, that seed attracts all of the nutrients and everything it needs to be able to grow into the seed that it needs to be. And so I pushed through my challenges. I pushed through, the pain to be able to overcome it. Now, no matter what your challenge, it might not be physical, it might not be health-wise, but it might be other challenges. So how can we challenge ourselves to overcome that? Because the journey will allow us to grow into the person that we need to become. Some of you might be overwhelming. I know some of you, and I'm not going to mention now, that are so overwhelmed in doing what they need to do that they don't have time for themselves. And so I'm so awesome that you're taking your lunch to be here. But the thing is, to grow, we need to take some risks. If we have a growth mindset is positive, is willing to take risks, willing to do the things they've never done before, because then we grow and we can even grow more. Now, here I was sitting at the highest sunrise in Africa, and as I was sitting here, I actually gave up because it was just overwhelming. I was in pain. I couldn't breathe. It's like, think about someone that has put your head underneath water, and then you are struggling. You just want to get out to get that breath, and then when you get out, you're like, you have that gasp of air. But when you're on the mountain, there's no way of out. The only way is to go down to be able to breathe again. Now, I gave up at this moment. And then my friend looked at me, his name is Will, and some of you have met Will Butler. And he looked me in the eye and he gave me a hug and he said, Kobus, just remember why you came to climb this mountain. Now, this is a question I'm asking you today. What is that why? Why do you get? Let me know in the chat box, those who know their why. Why do you still do what you do? What is your why? Have you found your why? You know, doing what you are doing, you know, because your why is the one thing that keeps you going when times are tough. Your why is the thing that makes you stand up for something, because if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. Eugene says, I know. So Eugene, let me know in the chat box, what is your why? What is your why? Why do you wake up every morning? Because when you know your why, you can push through any circumstances and get to the top. No matter the pain, no matter the challenge. Yeah, yes, I didn't reach the highest spot, but I did get to the top of the mountain. I did get to a place called Stella Point. It's about 5'7", 5'6" meters high. And I did it with pain. I did it with my crutches about 90% of the way, but I did push through. And this is the question is to you is, what is your why? And why do you wake up every morning? Why do you do the things that you do? Because if you can't define your why, you will always struggle every day and attract the things that you don't serve you. So what is your why? Now, one thing that I love to do is I like to challenge people. So I want to challenge you. So maybe some of you have never walked over fire, but I love fire walking, because if you can do this, you can do anything. But like in life, we all face some fire that challenges us. So I want to ask you, are you willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it? Now, Eugene says, I radiate out to others the fruit of what I am blessed with. Thank you, Eugene, for that. I appreciate it. Now, fire walking is just one metaphor, but it's not necessarily you have to walk over fire. It's the lessons we learn from these activities. I like to challenge my friends, either is to go, if your biggest fear is holding a snake or a spider, is to go do that. If it's a fear of heights, is to go and skydive or go up a hot air balloon. But it's all about these metaphors. And that's why I love doing it. You know, I was the other day in Mossel Bay and there's a big zip line over the ocean. I went and did it. Did I hurt myself? Of course, yes. For a few weeks after that, I couldn't even use my elbow. I was bruised all over. But I needed to do that because there were certain decisions I had to make in my life. So I had to overcome that fear. So by doing that, it empowers us to take even more action. Now, I want to share with you, I want to see what video this is. I want to show you a video of Tolly Buchanan about the power of walking on fire. So he's the father of fire walking. He's the one that started fire walking many years ago. And by walking on fire, you know, he changed the world. He's the one that impacted Tony Robbins. So let's hear what he has to say.
A friend of mine during the 1970s joined a Buddhist group and told me that they were firewalking every morning. And I had been curious about firewalking since I was 15 and met Kudabaks. And I said, well, you have to show me. And sure enough, before my very eyes, a fire was built and burned down and raked out, and my friend walked across the coals, barefooted. And in that moment, I realized there's no trick to this. The whole thing is overcoming the fear of taking that first step. And I took off my shoes and socks, and I walked across the fire, and without even thinking whether or not I had burned my feet, I turned around and walked back and crossed the coals a second time. And all of a sudden, I realized, how many other things have I thought I can't do? How many other things have I believed are paranormal? How many other things have I excluded myself from? And I suddenly realized that what the firewalking was for me was a symbol. And I would think back to walking on that fire again and again and again, and I thought, how come this isn't a class? How come this isn't a seminar? This is so valuable. And so I was the first one to finally start advertising public classes. And what I realized was people were learning things in the firewalking class that they could immediately go home and apply to their lives. Whether we're talking about business or relationships or finances, there's something in learning how to walk across those coals that can transform a person's entire life. And it doesn't matter who that person is or what that person does. It obviously changed my life. And people all over the world now, over 4 million people, have walked on fire. Why? Because there's something incredibly valuable in this. Oprah Winfrey's done it. Bill Clinton's done it. Celebrities all around the world have done this. Not to mention everyday people. Everybody can receive value from fire walking, and there's no exceptions.
There's no exceptions, and I love it. And I wanted to share with this with you because Dolly Buchan was one of the reasons why I went to study firewalking, because it's not about the firewalk, as you could hear. It's about that, taking that first step. You know, think about hiring someone. You know, if I had to ask, like, let's say Eugene or Amanda or anyone on the group, that the biggest challenge for an entrepreneur is to hire someone and to let go of your baby, you know, the things that you have to do, and you have to trust someone else to be able to do it. Now, if you're on business, you're either you're not a business owner if you are working in your business because it's a job that you have created for yourself. A business owner is someone that manages the people in their business to do what they do best, so that the business owner can grow their business and actually evolve it to have multiple businesses. So you need to get to that. And that's why I say to you, you know, if you have a growth mindset and you grow, you are willing to take the risks to be able to achieve it. Now, what is stopping you from taking that risks is this little voice. And this is why I want to give you some advice today, is how to make it, let it be easy. You know, make it easy for you to take those steps today. Now, I've been, okay, that is wrong. I'm not 37 anymore. Guys, so that you know, if you want my address, next week is my birthday, the 2nd of November, okay? I'm turning not 37, 39 years old, okay? Next year, just so that you know, if you keep on being my friend, it's my 40th. It's going to be a big bash, okay? So put it in your calendar next year. I need you to join me for my 40th so that we can go big. I want 1,000 people at my birthday. And my dream is to assist business owners to free up their time by assisting all the tasks they don't. Sonia says, I will be at your 40th. That's what I want to hear. Who's else going to be? Count me in, says Amanda. Amanda, as long as you bring the wine, that is perfect. Okay. So personal development has been part of my whole life. Are you doing personal development? Are you growing? Are you being the person? Like, you know, I see Saren says, my why is to be that change I want to see and have been putting off for far too long. Your sessions are definitely helping me to get there, starting to write, to get the noise out of my head, the pros and cons, good and bad possibilities and challenges. Yes, make those problems and challenges opportunities in your life. So let's grow as individuals. My journey started in 2011 when my personal development started. 2012, I went to learn firewalking. I did life coaching in 2012. I kept on growing. I've been to Spain and Hawaii. I became Firewalk Master in 2014. I kept on developing. Now, I've probably spent now, I counted the other day, about 1.2 million Rand in self-development, in self-growth. So, you know, you don't spend that in one day. You spend that over a period of time. I'll be there like the Four Top song. Thank you, Gene. Love it. Okay, so my goal today is quickly to awaken yourself to the possibilities of your personal growth, to make you realize how powerful you are, and invite you to become and come experience a retreat with me. So goal for today is to show you the 12 actions to create an extraordinary life by Dolly Buchan, the father of firewalking. So what makes this difference? Today, I'm going to just share your opportunity. So let's create welcome to your new life for 2022. Who's ready? Let me know in the chat box who is ready. Yes, we're going to make this happen. So quick question for those who know. How do you get an elephant into the fridge? Okay, how do you get an elephant in the fridge? Start thinking about that. Okay, first secret. 5 points of fire is starting to speak the truth. No, it's not about just speaking the truth to other people. It's start speaking the truth to yourself. Be honest to yourself. Now, Amanda says piece by piece. No, why do you want to kill an elephant, Amanda? Sis, man. It's a big fridge. You just open it and you put the elephant in. That's how easy it is. So think out of the box. Speak truth to yourself, and that is important. Be honest with yourself. Go look in the mirror. Are you happy with where you are in your life? Don't put honey around your own mouth and be excited and I'm happy with my situation and this is the life. Some of you I know needs to be honest with yourself. And if you can't be honest with yourself, go ask a friend, go ask your partner to be honest with you about your life, where you are stuck. And don't take it personally. Rather see it as a process of being honest with yourself. So speak the truth and let it come out of your heart. I am on the move and in the groove. Secret number 2, ask for what you want. Be specific. Now, at the firewalking, one thing that we love to ask is clear skies. Now, those who have done firewalking on the group knows about it. When there's rain, I was the other day with our friend Andre, and it's raining around us. And they ask, are we still going to do a firewalk with us? I said, well, let's ask for clear skies. Ask for what you want. And we asked for clear skies, gentle breezes. And guess what? Above us, the sun came out, but around us was still dark clouds and it was still raining. But above us, it stopped raining because we were clear about what we want. Now, if you are looking for a partner in your life, this is how important it is. Rather ask for what you want and not for what you don't want. People love to ask, I don't want someone that smokes. Guess what are you attracting? You're going to attract someone that's smoking. Okay? Be honest. I want someone that is fit, healthy, and looks after and love and care for their body. Come on, that is what you want. Okay? So then we start saying, oh, but I'm attracting the wrong things in my life. Yeah, I don't want debt. Think about it. I don't want debt. What are you attracting? You're attracting even more debt in your life. Okay, I want financial abundance. Okay, and I think that is one thing that is important because even if you think about it, even financial freedom. Why financial freedom? Even the bum on the street has financial freedom. Okay, so be honest and ask for what you want. Clear skies, gentle breezes, and ice cold healing fire. We even got thunder clapping to cheer us on. Definitely, Eugene. 3, here's the number 1, and I think this is one that it's always been challenging for me, but I've stepped onto that. Is about keep to your agreements. But there's 2 ways of keeping to your agreements. There's keeping your agreements, okay, to your people around you. But the number 1 agreement that you need to keep is to yourself. Because for you to be able to keep agreements to others, you need to keep agreements to yourself. Do you keep agreements that you make to yourself, that you're going to enjoy life more, you're going to take time for yourself to self-development and grow? Every morning at my time, and you can ask my assistants, 7 to 9 o'clock is my time. I don't, except for one client that is in Europe, that I speak with 7 o'clock and another client at 7:30 on a Tuesday and a Thursday. The rest of the times till 9 o'clock is my time. Darren says that is true because I need to grow, I need to recharge. So it's important to take time for yourself. Okay, keep agreements. And then here's the next thing. Take responsibilities for your experience, no matter what is happening. Are you taking responsibility? Now, I know some of you where you are where you are with your life because what you've created. Okay, so take responsibilities. Now, I have to ask you a question. How do you get a rhino into a fridge? Your word is all you got. It's only in the relentless pursuit of honesty that we are afforded the privilege of integrity. So I wonder if anyone knows, how do you get a rhino into a fridge? Remember, it has a horn. So take responsibility for your experience. Take responsibility for your life, of where you are and what you've created. Take responsibility for your business. How do you do it? Is by stop blaming where you are. Darren says, put it into the fridge. Come on, the elephant is, you have to first get the elephant out before you can get the rhino in. Come on, it's not that big of a fridge. Okay, it's just enough. Okay, so I gave you the answer. So take responsibility. Stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming others. Take responsibility. You are where you are for what you've created. If you are in an unhappy place, you are there because of you have created that. Okay, so let's take responsibility. Let's be accountable for what we have and then change it. Okay, so responsibility will change your life. Then Secret 5, you are here. Associate with like-minded people. Be careful who you allow into your circle. There's even a book that says, don't give your pearls to the pigs. Okay. Be careful. And I think Eugene, we've shared it as well. And Sonia, etc. Who do you allow in your inner circle? Who do you share this with? Because this impacts you. Are you on an up or on a down? Because it will either lift you up or it will pull you down. And this is why I love coaching and consulting, is because I surround myself with people that are wanting to go where they are. I'm not a life coach where I help you with your problems. Oh, so sad to hear about it. No, it's about challenging you, because you're going to challenge me to step up. You know, the other day I was with a client. You know, when I started, my clients were in the thousands earning, then they became in the 100,000s. And so this client is in the millions, and he introduces me to a guy that is in the billions. And I'm sitting there, and this guy talks about easy 50 million investment here. You know, he's like, just let my bank know and I will release the money. So suddenly the mindset is different. The way they speak is different. Love our Monday mastermind classes. Thank you, Sonia. Yes. So become part of a masterclass or a group of like-minded people where it challenges you to step up your game. Now, for those who don't know, Sonia is on this group. She lost, I think, almost 50 kilograms in a part of a year. She's grown her business. She started another business, and she's helping people, and she's just now evolving to the next thing, constantly growing, and also now definitely wants to become a speaker and change people. Suddenly, in a year's time, that's the biggest transformation in a long time that I've seen. And so I see Belinda also knows Sonia. Belinda, you know how Sonia is transformed. So now, Sonia, you just need to come to the retreat as well. Okay, let's quickly look at the 7 life requirements. Secret 6, create financial security for yourself. Okay, what do I mean by that? Quickly, I want to ask you, have you ever heard of the saying, the root of all evil is the love of money? Who have heard of that phrase? The root of all evil is the love of money. Let me know in the chat box. Let me see what you have to say. Okay. Who have heard of that metaphor? The love of money is the root of all evil. Yammer, of course we've heard it. Yes, Sarah. Now, let me ask you a question. Is love bad? Is love wrong? Is it wrong to love? Is it bad to love? Let me know in the chat box. Is it bad to love? No, it is not bad to love. So why would we use a phrase like that, that the love of money is the root of all evil? Come on, we need to love it. We need to love people. We need to love. Love is the powerful thing. Love will set you free. Love attracts more. Rather change it saying the lack of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, Sonia says money just magnify your heart. No, not wrong to love. It depends on what you do with that money. Yes, Sarah. But yeah, think about it. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Why do people sometimes divorce? It's because of money. Why do people break in and steal? It's because the lack of money. Why do people rob? It's because of the lack of money. Lack of money. So first and foremost, create financial abundance for yourself. So what I mean by security for yourself, make sure when you are in business and when you do something, that there's certain few things, and it's called the Maslow hierarchy of needs, that the base of your foundation is the most important. If that is not looked after, it will build in more stresses and more worries. Make sure that you have food on the table and your family is sorted. Make sure that you at least have a vehicle to drive around and a house to live in. That is your foundation. The moment you feel secure in that area, you can take even more risks. You can even grow even faster. But if that is not strong, that foundation, you will constantly have more worries and stress, and you will be in a survival mode just in every month to survive. But to thrive, we need to have our foundation strong. Stein says, when you love money and use people, yes, but I just want to see, but if you love people and use money, money is good. It is not the most important thing, but compared to breathing, it's very close when you need you need it. Then says sometimes it's not only the lack of money. People with all the money in the world will also just want more money and also do it. Of course, it comes down to balance. Thank you for that, Darren. It comes down to balance, having that balance in your life. So it's about living in that abundance. And I agree. I think Sonia said it brings out the true heart of you. But having that balance is very important. Okay. Secret 7. Add good feelings to your life. Come and walk on fire next week. I hope that and are we set for the 6th of November that we're going to walk on fire. So for those who can, just waiting for that to be able to confirm. But add good feelings. Go zip line, let the adrenaline pump. Okay, let that adrenaline flow. Okay, have some wine, Amanda. Make that good feelings go. Sometimes we need a glass of wine to make our feel better. And Darren says, yes, 6th of November, we are set. Okay, so I hope you guys are going to come. It's my birthday firewalk. I need presents. Okay, so I can't do it in the 2nd because it's on a Tuesday. So we have to do it on the Saturday. So come walk on fire with Quibus Visser. Okay, add good feelings to your life. Okay. Number 8, acknowledge your self-worth. Do you wealth yourself? No, not only that in presence and a present. I love presents. That is my love language. I love receiving gifts. Acknowledge your self-worth. Do you have self-worth? Do you worth yourself so much that you do take time and you invest time in yourself? It comes back to investing time in yourself. Do you find yourself worthy in the way you charge people? Okay. Do you give your time just away for free? Okay. Because the thing is, why give your happiness away for free? Why do you give your knowledge, what you've gained over the years, away for free? You need to start valuing yourself so much that you get time for yourself. Okay. Amanda says both. Yes. Secret 9. Let's quickly look. Practice active compassion. That's the one thing that I love to teach is about giving hugs. But also, if you can't give hugs in today's time with social distancing, it's about caring. It's about caring for our fellow human beings. It's about reaching out, giving and looking. So it's about tithing. It's about giving to those who don't have. It's about giving time to people in the old age home that are alone, that are looking for someone just to chat and listen to them. Are you active giving compassion out there? Sonia says the fire hug are the best. Fire hug works like this. Go out and give it to your family. First, it's eye contact. Look me in the eye. Don't kiss me, but just make eye contact. Mwah. And second step is heart to heart. And the heart is heart science. Guys, Google heart map, the power of the heart. And when you hug, you breathe in together. Let's all breathe in. And breathe out. The power of a hug. Breathe. Okay. And then when you do that for 20 seconds or longer, your brain releases serotonin that makes you feel good. Anything that releases serotonin is good for you. So do that and connect with the people around you. Good. Practice active compassion. Secret 10, make time for creative expression. How many of you do that? So are you creative? Are you expressing yourself? Are you dancing? Gardening? Yes, Amanda, love that. Are you doing some, like Krupa would say, dot art? Are you doing something? Even if you don't love it, it's about bringing out your creativity. It's about getting into that flow, reorganizing your office, making it pretty, bringing out your creative side. So definitely make time for that. Secret 11. Cultivate attentive awareness. Okay, I see Sonia says dance, sing, and get crazy. Woohoo! But cultivate awareness. Be attentive. Now, this is one of my challenges that I need to make an opportunity. Is that sometimes I'm so much on my phone that my partner would look at me and say, she would say, hi, and she would talk to me, and I won't hear her because I'm not giving attention and I'm not aware. It's about being in the moment. There's this story about this tiger and strawberry. Now, the guy is on this ledge. Below him is tigers, and there's no way he can get over his ledge because on top of him there's other animals that want to see him. So he's hanging on this tree on the ledge, and he's like, what should I do? If I let go and fall, I will die in pain and I will feel it. And so he had to decide. And as he looked around and he becomes aware, he sees a little strawberry on the branch. And so what he did is he set all of his attention and attentive awareness on the strawberry, and he put it in his mouth. He took a bite. And as he bit it, he experienced the taste of it. And meanwhile, he fell down to the tigers and never experienced or felt it because he was in the moment experiencing the strawberry. Oh, what a beautiful thought about it. It's not about the experience what you went through, but it's about where do you focus? Where is your awareness going? Because that is important. Now, let me see if your awareness is there. There's a story about, have you ever heard of Mufasa, the Lion King? Okay, have you ever, who has heard of it? Okay, I can see. Okay, it's Amanda. So he gets Rafiki to come, and they're gonna now christening Simba. Okay, Simba is now gonna be the king. So Mufasa is ready, gets all of that, invites all of the animals in the kingdom, and every animal comes, and as all animals are there, he goes out and they put up Simba for the whole animal kingdom to see. But meanwhile, there's one animal that decides not to show up to defy the king. What type of animal would that be? Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. What animal will that be? If you think about the animal kingdom, what lion would that be that decided not to show up for the Lion King? The king's brother Scar? Not really. He was there. If you don't remember, he was also in the background. Okay, who else? Let me see if there's someone else that knows the answer. Okay, maybe it's such a beautiful story, and now I can't remember, says Sharon. But at least you is reg, the rhino, because it's still in the fridge. Okay. Thank you. Someone, Marelise, you are attentive, aware. I see Belinda is laughing. Of course, yes. You need to be aware. You have to listen. Okay. Secret 12 is about developing a connection to a higher power. Now, I'm not here to tell you what you need to believe in and who you need to believe in. But all that I'm here to tell you is to have a connection with a higher power, to make time for meditation and prayer, to have that relationship with a higher power, to make time for it, because that keeps you going. Now, that is for me is a powerful thing, because that is also where power lies, because it keeps you sane. But it also, I want to read you this quote. Okay. And so this quote says, and it is, I don't know if you've heard of Francis of Assisi, but no doubt Francis of Assisi was experiencing this connection when he said the following. As he Stein says, read the book Two Chairs by my friend Bob Pedine. Will definitely do. Thanks, Stein. Make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me show love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, let me give faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Grant that I'm not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love, for it is giving and giving that we do receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Take action now through the practice of remembering how God has created you. What a beautiful quote, one of my favorite quotes. So it is about that. I think there was one thing that I want to read to you as well, something that stood out to me. Let me just get it, if you don't mind, for just waiting. I see Belinda says, great dream, 10 keys to a happy living and happiness initiative. The action of happening post a great dream. Definitely. Thank you for that, for sharing that. I just want to share with you another quote that has had an impact on me. So I just want to see if I can find it. Otherwise, if I don't find it, then it's not meant to be shared. But just to tell you what it was about, that to be shared, it is it's the Lord's Prayer, but the Lord's Prayer in transformation from Armeniac or Armenia, the language, and to go see how powerful that is in the end of the day. So the Lord's Prayer. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm gonna share it with you. Okay. Okay, just hold on for a second. Let me just see if I have it. Yes. So it goes like this, and it's a little bit of change, but it's about our Father who art in heaven. O perfect Father, Mother of the cosmos, you create all that moves in light. Hallowed be thy name. Focus your light within us, make it useful as the rays of beacons show the way. Thy kingdom come, unite our I can to yours, so that we walk as kings and queens with every creature. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Create in me divine cooperation from many selves, one voice, one action. Give us this day our daily bread. Grant what we need each day in bread and insight. And forgive us our doubts, our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Forgive our hidden past, the secret sins, as we consistently forgive what others hide. And lead us not into temptation, but rather as from evil. Deceived neither by the outer nor the inner, free us to walk our path, your path of joy. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. What a beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that. That touched me. So thank you that I could share that. So what I do is leave out the bread, please. Eugene, of course we can leave out the bread, but the bread can mean many things. So definitely. Now, wow, Sonia says, wow, how different is that? Yes, definitely. I see everyone is commenting. Stein is Jay's secret that changes everything. Thank you for sharing that. So what I want to do is I want to share with you all quickly, and I hope you all learn something while you are all here. I just want to show you an opportunity that I would love to invite you. Now, on the group, Stein, Belinda, Eugene have all experienced coming to this retreat. Now, I just want to share with you a little bit. It's called the Empowerment Coach and Firewalk Instructor Certification and Retreat that is happening 6 to 12 December. Now, in 2012, I became a Firewalk instructor. In 2013, executive, and then in 2014, I became a master. So this is for people that are exceptional. So I'm not going to read everything, but I want to invite you because you are here that are exceptional. For those on social media watching this, are you exceptional? Are you a speaker, trainer? Are you a business owner? Because this is not only for life coaches and coaches and so on. It's about for those who are willing to grow self, who are willing to raise their energy and their vibration so that life can never be the same again. I've started training in South Africa since 2013 that I've taken people. I've taken now over 100 instructors in South Africa that I've trained. I've done this in Spain, Hawaii, and in Texas. And no matter who you are you ready to take a leap and next level? Are you ready to invest into yourself? Okay, so you're going to learn, and a part of it is to overcome obstacles and barriers. You're going to learn how to focus. You're going to learn how to create your own reality. Now, for those who've been on the last one, will notice how powerful it is. It's like you're becoming an alchemist. Whatever you put your mind on and what you put your thoughts on, you create that reality. If you go out and apply it, you eliminate your limiting beliefs that stops you from taking action, and it helps you to set goals for the future. Now, we don't do lion walking at the moment, but if the moment they open up again, we will do. But we had an elephant experience, and it just brings you back to nature. We walk on fire. You break boards with your hands. Now, I can tell you all of this, and you might tell me, Kubis, but why should I do that? But if you listen to the friends that I'm going to share with you, and those on the chat can let me know, it's about the experience that you go through internally. You know, it's like, it's not about walking on broken glass. It's about the philosophy and the lessons that you learn that you can't put into words, because everyone that comes on experience it differently. Okay. You will master it to be able to learn a lot and get new skills. I'm not going to read all of that. It's used to be, it's 5.5 days of your time away. So almost 7 days. We arrive on the Monday, we leave on the Sunday. Saturday's, oh yeah, no, that's a little bit later. It's intense. We start like at 6 o'clock in the morning with yoga and Tai Chi. And then from there on, we have some early breakfast. We start at 8 o'clock and we basically finish at 12 o'clock at night. And I think on the last night, we finished about 4 o'clock in the morning. So it is intensive, but it does take you on a journey and helps you to grow as an individual. Okay. So yes, quickly, some students that have done in the past the training. I have had students from all over the world, from India, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Germany, Egypt, Spain, Dubai. Are you next? Yes, from our last class that did the retreat. We were a full house, almost 18 people in total. Belinda says, wear t-shirts and old tackies. Awesome experience. Yes, Belinda says, you have to have a tacky on because it's all about the experience. You can see there, Megan on the right, the last person the bottom, their feet are filthy. You can see there's Eugene. Everyone is experienced. There's Tara. There's Belinda. Man, this is amazing. It's a retreat to never be forgotten. Um, we have some wine on the first night. We do some fun and games. We walk on fire. There's the elephant experience that we had. It's magical. The Stain says is the best experience ever. Now, this is what it's about. It's in having that investment, going on this journey of self-development, self-growth, becoming the alchemist, learning new skills and tools, and overcoming your fears and things that stops you from taking risks. Board breaking, just showing the power, even the lady. Now, I want to show you something amazing. Even my son there in the middle experienced that week with us. That was the most amazing for me to have my son there every night doing the things with us, just sharing and seeing his personality come out, and having time with his dad. And part of the process is we have where you go in deep in, if you believe in an upper power, the labyrinth, the breath work, the feedback that we've had from the participants is like they've met with God. They met with themselves. They had the new visions. They found their why. It was just a reconnection. So it is powerful and experience. So from breath work to a labyrinth, to Tai Chi, as you can see, to learning about fire, connecting with the power of fire. Because remember, fire forms the hardest steel, forms diamonds. Fire burns away that doesn't need to be there. Fire brings, after fire comes new life, time for you to regrow and rebuild. Sharing, above is a photo where we, the last night, where we walk 108 times. And for those on the group will know that has done the last one, it is challenging. It takes you next level to walk on fire 108 times and to close it. So if you look in the picture there in the middle is Stain, that is on his group, in the group as well, and his wife. Now at the bottom, we share a lot, we reflect. You learn and you grow, and we learn from each other. You become like a family. It's like everyone is so close, and it's so difficult to put it into words for everyone to experience. But I wanted to show you, here's my son, doing it, also getting a certificate, breaking a board. He's only 7 years old. Just imagine what he will achieve one day. Handling snakes, is like, yeah, Dad, this is Snake. This is my friend. Having a t-shirt, just doing this whole journey. This is a father's pride and joy. I'm so proud of him, and I'm so glad that you came and did it with us. And there you see, there he is again, walking over broken glass, experiencing the power of being flexible, learning that the person with the most flexibility controls the situation, how to be present, how to be in the moment, knowing that each step that you take is important, and the same lessons you can apply into your life. Bending steel rods with your throat, realizing that you are more powerful than steel, putting it on that little soft trachea of yours, knowing that before you die, you overcome that and you bend the steel. Okay, I've showed you some glass walking, some fun activities in the groups, some learning about trusting the process, trusting yourself, growing into yourself, and trusting other people. The hardest part is to trust other people, but also to trust ourselves that we will follow through and follow the process. Having some more fun. I showed you the labyrinth walk, finding, like we just said about Tolly Bekan, finding that expressive, creative side of yourself, and then growing and creating something new. Again, some yoga, some Tai Chi, learning some music and drumming, breaking bricks with your hands. That is the ultimate. We grow each day. You're just taking it next level. I remember on some of the nights, the group would say, wow, this was the best day out of my life. I couldn't believe what I've done. And then I tell them, if you think today was the best, wait until you come to tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes. We go through all of the process and trainings and experiences and reflections. And then the end of that day comes like, Quivers, I don't know how you can top this, but today was even more better than the day before that. I grew. I let go of fear. It's like I'm shedding skin. I'm letting go of the old. I'm putting my baggage behind me. I'm creating a new me. And so I say, but okay, wait until you come to tomorrow. So the next day it challenges. So you connect with the fire. Here's some of the the participants. If the lion walking is open up again, we will go and experience walking with lions. We do the knife drop. It's about trusting yourself and being flexible again. And again, you know, walking 108 times. Go Google a little bit of. There's some power behind the 108. There's some spiritual significance about that. But it's also for you to apply everything that you've learned over those 5 days to end up to be able to walk on fire 108 times. I promise you, when you come back after that experience, your life will never be the same again. Okay, so just some of the goodies and gifts that you get on your experience. And so let me quickly let you know what one of the participants had to say. So we're almost finished. I just want to show you one or two things.
It was such an amazing experience. It takes you from mediocrity to being, you know, up there with what it is, with whatever you want to achieve. I think it is one of those experiences that everybody who wants to get to the next level, everybody who wants to change their life, everybody who's looking for the next level, they got to do the 108. There's no two ways about it. So no, because I am so inspired, I am so equipped, I am very clear exactly what I want to do. Most importantly, I know exactly what I've got to do starting tomorrow. I know exact steps that I'm going to take. I know exact, and just watch out. You're going to see. Just watch out. You're just going to see that the 108 was what catapulted me to the next level. I always believe that everybody can get better, but I also have this belief that everybody must be inspired to greatness every time. Now, the team at Cobos Visa, the team that he has assembled, is absolutely fantastic for two reasons. Number one, they put their clients first. They know exactly what it takes to put up a great event. Number two, the synergy, it was seamless. Everything worked. Everybody worked in unison. You would not, if there were any hitches, we didn't recognize them because these guys are so. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. The first Cobus is absolutely fantastic. He's got his co-trainers and people who come on and help. They're absolutely awesome. Okay, bottom line, these guys are so focused on what they need to do. They put their clients first, and they deliver more than they promise. And for me, those are the things that make a difference in terms of building businesses, in terms of having customers for a long time. So should you have any requirement in terms of wanting to take your teams to the next level, wanting to inspire your teams, and wanting to make a difference in the world, this is a model of excellence.
So who has this worked for? Like you've heard, Oprah Winfrey has experienced it. Emma Button from the Spice Girls. Let's quickly hear what someone else has to say. I'm going to share with you the power of it. Yes, Belinda said, beautiful.
I am Lynette Cote, the daughter of Philip James Scott and Margaret Barbara Boshoff. My journey started a couple of years ago with The Secret, and it felt like a long journey, but it almost felt like this weekend was what my journey was leading to, and that I had found what I was looking for. I've done a lot of personal development and stuff, and I have worked with some phenomenal people, T-Harv and Barry Mitchell, but in their individual programs, but it doesn't compare to the fit. Yes. It does not. It's almost a whole quantum leap in one that we do in this weekend instead of at a quarter of the price, if I may say. And it is a phenomenal experience. Coming here, I felt heavy.
Oopsie, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened.
And I didn't realize how heavy until I broke that block tonight.
Yes!
It was a great, absolute honor to have my boys here with me and watching them grow in this weekend. And I'm grateful for the opportunity that we were given, Cobus and Romy and Malcolm, and you guys have been phenomenal with us in our drama that we've had in the last while, and your support and love has been fantastic, and we're very proud. I am very proud to be a part of this family with you guys and with all of you. And I want to take the time to say thanks to my fire tribe for the fire this evening. I think it was a beautiful fire. Emma and Wolf for the suggestion on naming our fires. I feel that it represented for me the energy that was here the weekend, with various issues on whatever level it was that we had, with trust, with love, with healing, and getting peace with experiencing this whole weekend. So thank you very much.
Powerful. And I had the opportunity to marry her and her husband after that event. And what an honor to be part of their wedding. And Eugene, she's living in Ireland now, so maybe for you to connect with them in Ireland, that would be amazing. As you heard, Tiaf Eke, Annie Harrington, your top self-development gurus in the world has gone through the almost exact 90% of the training, because Cobus Visser always adds something new to the experience, and Africa is something unique. It's the best thing in Africa. Let's listen to one more power.
My name is Nozi Panunyana from Lesotho. The FIT is more than just a fire walking training course. I enjoyed the training. It was a very interactive and very practical course that was full of action and a lot of fun. We interacted with trainers and colleagues from different parts of the world, and Cobus, the master firework trainer, and the other facilitators were wonderful in bringing out the best in each person. I would highly recommend the FIT. It was a beautiful spiritual journey for me that entailed strength of mind, as well as releasing emotions that have been harbored and that were presenting themselves as barriers. So it's a highly recommended course for anyone who would like to unleash and become the best that they can be.
Love it. And then you become part of the fire tribe, and you go, and for those who want to take it further, can use their empowerment coaching certification to go and inspire the rest of the world. I know staying on the group has come exactly for that reason. Staying on the group is already planning to get 2,500 people to walk over fire. That is the next level that it takes. And that's what I love about it, because I empower people to go and change other people's lives. But then you have my friend Eugene, that is, Eugene, sorry, I'm going to give your age away, but 70 years old, flying all the way from Ireland, Dublin, to come to South Africa, to come and self-growth and self-development. And I know Eugene walked away saying it was the best experience in his life. He's already planning to come back, bring his sons with him to come and experience the same thing that he's experienced. And that is amazing to think someone like that doesn't have excuses. So no matter where you are, you can either have excuses or you can take action. So let's listen to one more, and then I'm going to close off for today.
From where I am now, I can only say in one word, it was absolutely amazing. The issues that were addressed were issues in my life, especially about trust. That was where I was before I came here. I'm a facilitator of ayahuasca ceremonies. And the reason that I came here was to strengthen my energy body, to strengthen my physical body, and to strengthen my spiritual body and my emotional body. And all four objectives have been achieved. I cannot go into the details of this course, obviously, because that would take the surprise away. But I can tell you, if you have any desire to teach people empowerment, I can tell you that Cobus Visser is one hell of a master in his game. And the people that he has trained and who are now his business partners and his assistants and his co-facilitators are magical. If you want to teach people empowerment, this is a way to learn how to do empowerment, and you can make a whole lot more of it. But when you understand the principle of how to empower people, this is an extremely good start. This is a good foundation. If you do it for your own strength, for your own emotional, more energetic, the works, then this is one hell of a good course. So yes, I would recommend this to anybody, and I would recommend Cobus Visser and his team to anybody. The kindness, the discipline, the determination, the compassion that they have put and treated us with, this is absolutely beautiful.
Beautifully said. So if you want to come and join us 6 to 12 December, there's the link. I'm going to put out the link, or you can just send me an email and say, Cobus, I'm interested in joining the retreat and the certification. So Cobus Visser at firewalkingafrica.com, or let me give you the link and put it in the box and have you join us and sign up. Okay, so any questions in the group, you're welcome to ask now, but I just want to say thank you for everyone that has been on here, that is part of that stayed till the end. I really appreciate it. And thank you for Belinda that has been on here as well. Stein, Eugene, Sonia, Rian, everyone, Amanda, everyone that I know. Thank you for being here. And for the new ones and new people that came on, thank you for being part of this. I really, really appreciate you. The link is in the chat box. What is your dates for 2022? So end of March is the idea, or beginning of April with the holidays to make it easier for people to come. So it will be April, let's say end of March, April, then May, June, July, August, September, October again. So it's almost like every 3 months that we are setting out the dates. Okay, so if anyone is interested, please let me know. Yeah, if you know other people that will benefit from this and you get them to come and join, I will give you a referral commission as well that you will be able to join. Thank you, Cobus. For those of you who haven't done the fit, just do it. Yes, Stein, thank you for that. Stein, I love you to Brits, brother, and you, Belinda. Thank you for your support. Stein, hopefully you will soon be back on my lunchtime. So if you want to share something new, remember, reach out to Darren. And even you, Belinda, if you want to share something, please, welcome to come and share your love of what you do to the world or to my audience. Okay. Thank you, Cobus. First on my bucket list, definitely. Okay, so take a screenshot. While you're doing that, I'm gonna quickly see I have a video for you to play so that you can experience a video. So let's quickly just check where's my video. I just want to check where it is, and then I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna go out tonight. So, okay, everyone, enjoy this following song. And as I play it out today, and thank you again. This song that you're going to find now is a song that we play at the fit, that life will never be the same again. So enjoy, have a beautiful day, afternoon, and thank you for your support.
Life will never be here. Life will never be the same. Time is getting cold.
Done. 4, 5, 7, 8.
In the name of love,
Beautiful afternoon.
draw the line. Got to feel secure that you're still mine.
Yes, Darren. Keep dancing.
Life will never be the same. Life is changing. Life will
Hey,
never
Katie.
be
How you doing
the
this? Oh,
same.
Marianne. Nice to
Life
see you, Marianne.
is
Too.
changing.
Good to see you. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here. Baby. Marianne.
Everybody needs somebody to love, to
Hey, let's go. Yes, everyone.